What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jam Movies. Get your bongs ready, your lighters, your papers, because we're about to discuss Pineapple Express. So, we get to talk about one of our favorite comedy films today. It doesn't matter how many times I watch this one. This one gets me going, gets me laughing, gets the gears going. I
agree. Yeah.
And it's definitely a fun movie to watch with friends, I would say too, as well. Because all to get together, and whether or not you smoke pot or you don't, you enjoy it, right? But let's talk about this budget, because it's kind of an interesting. I guess the way you worded it was it's an action movie, and it's a stoner movie, and it's kind of it's. The budget was 23 or 20 movie, and it's kind of it's the budget was 23 or 27 no 20 it's 27 27 million.
27, correct, yeah.
And then for that, as a stoner flick, that's quite a bit of money, right? But you got to throw into the action elements. But what did it gross?
23 was actually the first week, so they were a little bit under what they made, what the budget was, but the gross was 102 million, which is not bad at all, considering the budget for an action / stoner movie, most expensive stoner movie, cheapest action flick movie. There's only 3 action scenes technically, but nonetheless, it's a great movie, and there's scenes that they add to help with budget, to even out the budget to have those great action scenes. Let's talk about the director.
So David Gordon Green. I'll start this one off. So for me, he's hit and miss, right? As a director, I mean, I'm not saying I would never put him in a bad category of a director. I love the way he directed this one, right? And I'm sure a lot of it had to do with Seth Rogen and James Franco as well. Yeah. But in his track record recently, I wouldn't say he's doing too well, especially with the horror. Yeah. Halloween Kills, loved them.
I agree.
Right? Halloween Ends is a little disappointing. I find more and more I watch it, I enjoy it a little bit more, but I don't think it'll ever be there. And then we have Exorcist Believer, which was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but
watch it just to see what I'm talking about, but absolutely atrocious. But him as a director, I mean, he's all over the place. He'll give you a good movie and he'll give you a bad movie. If we're talking about this movie itself, yeah, I mean, it was a well directed movie. I liked how they mixed the action elements in with the stoner element. It fit perfectly. It was like an adrenaline high. We'll say, no pun intended, right? So. Or was there a pun intended? But with that being said, how do you feel about David Gordon Green?
I like you said, hit and miss. This movie, I think he did great. The Halloween movie's even better. Just stoner and action flick. I think it's not that hard to. It shouldn't be that hard to produce or direct. Sorry, but it was a good movie. Like we've have our other stoner movies that we like, but this one I like a little bit more than most of them.
Yeah.
And he got a great cast together. The chemistry between them all.
Cast was very strong.
Exactly. Seth Rogen, James Franco did an amazing job. Like the one scene where he's meeting up with James Franco to buy pot. That actually helped the budget because it was such a long dialogue scene of just being in the apartment and stuff. It helped with being able to have those 3 big action scenes and the budget to fit into all things. But what do you think about the chemistry and the actors and whatnot?
Well, that's just it. I mean, like David Gordon Green aside, you can't take it away from him saying that he wasn't the main reason for the success of this movie. But we know it was Seth Rogen and James Franco's chemistry. It was the all-star cast that he had, like comedy cast, right? I wasn't even too sure who Craig Robinson was at the time, right? But his character as Masterson was undeniably awesome, right? Yeah. One of my favorite scenes is when he's asked him to smell the best.
Yeah,
it smelled good. Something stupid like that, and that is what stoner comedy is all about. It's just stupid comedy, right? But they were able to have a clever storyline, good chemistry, good writing. So it was a well-rounded movie. I can't complain about it too much in that aspect, right? But yeah, great chemistry. James Franco and Seth Rogen always work well together, anyways.
Yeah.
So, but what would you say your favorite scene is in this one?
Honestly, probably the tree scene when they're where he's like, "I'm glad you picked me" or something like that. Like when they had like a little heart to heart, it was a little bit like romance and stuff like that. That one I really enjoyed. Or when they're in their car and they wake up. Oh, that talk show host was so boring. The car killed itself.
Talk radio. Yeah.
What was your favorite scene though?
You know what? It's hard to pick a favorite scene. I mean, there's so many good scenes, right? Especially that scene with Dale and Saul in his apartment when he's, you finally kind of you meet him for the first time, right? And he's out there. He's out to lunch, right? When he starts talking about his favorite architect and stuff like that, you can just tell that Dale doesn't want to be there. It's just his drug dealer, right?
Yeah.
And Saul's looking for a friend, and he thinks he's cool, and even that one part where he's making fun of the other guys, they're lingering, right? It's like that's kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for a friend to hang out with and stuff, but and then the action scenes, right at the very final act of the movie with the big gunfight and the explosions and stuff like that, and Red that just won't die, right?
Yeah.
So, which. Danny Masterson.
Mm-hmm.
He did a great job too. I didn't even know who really he was until this movie. We got to all round great film, great scenes, and it's a classic at a time. A movie that I'll watch time and time again. How did you feel about the ending? Was it satisfying?
Yeah, I liked it. It was nice, action packed. I enjoyed how everyone essentially got together to get Saul and Dale Denton out of jail, and not jail, but the underground pot bunker, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was just obviously super, super fake, but it was action packed, and it was just that's what we wanted. Like it was a nice, fun, entertaining ending. But I also want to bring up a favorite scene that I forgot to mention was when they're fighting. In the house,
Yeah, okay, I was just,
where he pushes him through the door, he's holding the door, and he body checks the door, and you see his head hit off the sink. Holy!
Oh, that fight went from 0 to 60.
Yeah. So what do you think about the end? I know you went into some detail just before asking me, but do you have anything else to add to the end?
No, I mean the ending was satisfied. It kind of left you wondering, are we going to get a Pineapple Express 2? And I hope we do, right?
Yeah.
Maybe down the road. I don't know now because of the whole thing going on with James Franco. Mm-hmm. I know Seth Rogen and him aren't really speaking right now, but hey, who knows, right? Maybe we'll get something down the road. I would definitely be open to a sequel. Mm-hmm. I liked at the end where it was, the heroes triumphed even though Red's falling apart.
Yeah.
That was part of the joke, right? But no, all in all, it's a good movie. So with that being said, let's hit that jam meter. How full is that jar, buddy?
This one I'll rate it 75. It's good and entertaining. I watch this quite often, to be honest. It's a stoner movie, so you can't rate it too high. It was great. Action scenes were great too. There's a stoner movie that comes to mind that's higher than this, so I'd say 75 is a nice rating for it. What would you rate it at?
Again, too, I'm gonna go with a 65. I enjoy it. I love the movie. Right, it's one of my favorite comedies. But it's not quite up there in the quality of other stoner flicks for me, anyways. And I think my personal favorite is always going to be How High.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie is, and I don't even own this one. Shockingly, I have to pick it up on 4K. All around good movie. But again, too, it's that genre where it's kind of, you can't really give it too high of a rating because it fits into that one genre of just a stoner flick, right? And it really only appeals to, I know my wife won't watch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know a few other people that have no interest in watching it just because of the fact that it's a stoner flick. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion on Pineapple Express. If you haven't seen this movie, not only would I be shocked, but you should probably go and check it out. And if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for jamming out with us. Now go roll one.